Now, women's sports, which has long suffered for the acceptance of their male counterparts, and now they have been dealt a severe blow by the COVID-19 pandemic. Questions have now arisen about whether there is a possibility that the playing field will even be more unbalanced. Karen Madden reports.
From the cry of equal pay to sponsorship and even spectator support, women in sports in Jamaica have been well behind their male counterparts. But are they at further risk with the COVID-19 pandemic? Is there a chance male-dominated sports will be given the nod to return ahead of female-dominated ones? Netball Jamaica President Tricia Robinson says this is unlikely.
Oh no, not in Jamaica. That will not happen. Our female sports will definitely not be left behind. We have submitted our protocols to the Ministry of Sports. As soon as it is approved, we will be ready. I'm really hoping that it'll be approved at least for October to facilitate the schoolgirls being able to play netball.
However, not everyone shares that view. Former reggae girl turned coach Tashana Vincent is fearful despite the women's national team playing in the World Cup in 2019.
It's common knowledge that long before COVID, women's sports has long suffered worldwide for decades due to lack of funding, promotion, etc. And it is deemed that they don't garner enough revenue. But I implore to all stakeholders from the various sporting disciplines to be careful of the message we send to our young people.
Xavier Gilbert, the coach of reigning schoolgirl football champions Excelsior High, says the boys' season could well determine whether his team gets a chance to play.
The reality is that yes, it might be at risk. But if it goes to January, the high school girls normally start late January, February. So it still could play. So even if the boys go to January, there's still some time there for the girls to play.
In the meantime, General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, Dalton Wint, has given the assurance that the women's football program will not be left behind because of the pandemic.
Absolutely not, because the fact is that we are steering ourselves to give equal opportunity to our ladies, and we will not renege on that commitment, because the fact is that we will be receiving some sort of support from people very soon, and along with what we have planned, we will ensure that the women's program continues to have the upward growth that we have committed to.
And head of CONCACAF Women's Football, Karina LeBlanc, says they too are taking a proactive approach to ensuring that they will be ready when sports returns.
Our goal is to come out of this pandemic and help change the lives through sports, but through our sports of young girls. We have some programs in place that we've been doing and adjusting and pivoting because of the virus so that we can deliver online and try to inspire and motivate online. And I think throughout our region, that's the message we're just trying to give everyone.
And captain of the West Indies and the Jamaica's women's cricket team, Stephanie Taylor, told TVJ Sports that she too fears women's cricket will be an afterthought, as not much is presently being discussed about how the game will be safely resumed. Regionally, there are no tours set for the West Indies women's cricket team before the end of the year, with women cricketers out of competition since March. As it stands locally, high school netball could be the first women's sport back, as their competition is set to return in October. Karen Madden, TVJ Sports.